Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well. We are here for another session, and I would be joining in by Gauri. So we're going to be having a very different Sunday session. It was all of a sudden decided, so we thought, let's join you guys. Let's see what's happening. So let me see if I can add Gauri. And there I see Gauri. I wave out to her, and I've sent her the. So I hope you guys are all safe at home. I think cases are on the rise. I think there's a complete Sunday lockdown most of the places. So I hope you guys are enjoying. Hey Gauri, and you're not at home?
No, I'm outside. How are you, Pratik?
I'm
Good
doing
Sunday.
good.
Good Sunday going on.
Good Sunday going on. It's a lockdown Sunday for us, and I'm surprised Gauri is outside.
Well, it's curfew 1:44 here, so anything after 9 p.m. is COVID time. So yeah, gotta be
Ah,
careful. We gotta be careful after 9 p.m.
oh, absolutely. I'm home. I'm home. I'm starting my workouts also at home suddenly. So it's
Fantastic.
slowly going to places. So tell me what's up. We are here today. I know we're turning the tables again, something that you like. So we're talking about gym and gym sales today,
hmm
something which is more of my area. So Gauri,
So
start off.
yeah, Pratik, now everybody knows that you've been losing weight. Everybody knows that you've lost weight, kept that weight loss going, gained muscle. You've transformed.
Gaining
Uh,
muscle.
yeah, I mean, you've done an amazing job, but that's just your transformation. I don't think anybody out there really knows what you actually do, per se. So this one was, me trying to figure out. I think everybody trying to figure out what is it that you exactly do. Um, and you've said this that you've been in sales for a long time and things like that. I've known you for years, and that's how we met. When you took over position for sales in the gym that we I was working at, and we've had a long journey. And with this transformation, you've done a lot for a lot of people in the fitness nutrition industry who are trying to get their information out, the right information out, the right way of doing things. And you've been phenomenal at that. So I thought, this would be a perfect
Thank you.
way to showcase that. Absolutely. I think this will be a perfect way to showcase that. So let's talk about this, about sales and gyms and what it really takes to be get a gym to get the kind of numbers and the people they're looking for, and what does it really mean. So let me ask you, start off by a simple question. um, you've been in the gym sales industry. You've also been in the amusement sales industry. And what's the big difference between the two? I mean, can you give the viewers an insight?
Well, before we start answering that, well, I have been selling. I think selling is the only thing I'm pretty much decent at, I would say. Okay.
Phenomenal
So
at.
I would say decent. I always have room to improve. So I think I have a very different sales background. Means I have sold fitness. I initially started my life selling gym sales. I was in gym sales for a very long time. My initial part of my career at the age of 17, I started. And
hmm
then I think I moved on. I have been in the amusement come entertainment industry, and I have sold food. I've sold pizzas. I've sold pastries. I've sold ice creams. So I've done quite a bit of this. There are a lot of things I've sold. I remember there was a time I even tried selling credit cards as a part-time job.
Oh, I've done that.
So
Yeah. Oh, I know
uh,
that.
we've tried it all, and I'm not saying the
Yeah.
BPO type. I mean, standing on the
hmm
road and asking people to sign up for a credit card. So somehow sales has been in my blood for a very long time. See, when you compare the fitness industry and amusement industry, I say there is one similarity. Both are at the end as a service industry. I
hmm
look at it that way. It is customer oriented. It is based on customer experience, handling customers. Though the number of people that come to an amusement park are much larger from every part of life, we don't have one fixed to say that this is our target segment, this is our target audience. We
hmm
have to tap it all. When it comes to gym, yes, we have a set base target audience depending on the gym, depending on the investment they have made, depending on how much they charge. So, there's in the end of the day, I think it is the customer element that keeps it united. I like taking up profiles. I like taking up any, assignment, projects, jobs, which require me to handle customers, because
Mhm.
always been a customer person. That has been my success point. Talking to customers, understanding what a customer wants, making them feel comfortable, trying to see how much revenue I can generate. My revenue
Mhm. Mhm.
generations have always been. So I think there is this, connection between them. But apart from that, they're very different industry. Amusement industry requires you to be on your feet 24/7.
Right.
It's not that if you're a salesperson, you can just sit around once the sale is done, because you have sales operation part also that comes in handling customers, especially when we have events, things like that. You have to be running around, doing this, doing that, taking care of customers, things that
Mhm.
pop up. Whereas in the fitness industry, it's pretty much settled. You have
Mhm.
customers who come in, you talk to them, you build a relationship. It's like, since I was in the front desk, in the sitting at the reception, I would be the first face a customer would
Right.
see. So that is where the key point used to happen. So yeah, there's similarity, there's little difference, but yeah, the amusement entertainment is a little more dynamic. It
Mhm.
expect you have to be always on your feet over there. But yeah, both the
Right.
industries are fun. I've learned from both of them.
And when I talk to management, and I have a lot of friends, asking friends and colleagues, and old partners, people I know who ask me how can we do something for our gym, and how can we boost our sales or get. And in this day and age of COVID, I think the biggest challenge that they're facing is to get the numbers in. Once I mean, the fact that here in Pune, where I stay, in Maharashtra, everything is shut down. All gym, spa, facilities have been closed till further notice, till I think February, and that's hurting a lot of people. So, using that one thing that you said about customer oriented sales and things like that, I mean, there's a lot of reading that I do on customer centric business and things like that. Do you think, considering gym sales, or sales that increase the sales, the potential of customers coming into the gyms is direct marketing? What is that one key point? I mean, you touched on this, that customer relationship, that
See,
is very important.
See,
Just
understand,
expand on
especially if
that. Yeah.
what I would say is, right now, I know there's a pandemic. We don't know when this is going to end. This off and on is may go on for a few more years, few more months. I hope it's just for a few more days. I hope things get back to normal. I pray for that. But these are external factors out of our control. But what I would tell all the, gym managers out there, all the people who are, handling gyms, things like that, you have to keep up with your customers. You cannot tend to lose your contact with your customers. Even if they are not coming to you on a daily basis, you very much have to be in touch with them, irrespective where they are, how they are. Call them up, do your follow-ups, try giving them workouts from where they are, how what they can do. Don't let that small connection break. Okay, I think Gauri is having internet trouble. She would be joining us. But yes, see, in gym sales, it's very simple. Okay, I'll have to add her back because I think she had an issue. In gym sales, it's very simple. We have to see to it we retain our relationship with customers. Let me just add Gauri back first, invite her. I can see her and she should be joining. Okay, Gauri is back.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Sorry. Yeah.
no problem. So as I was saying, the fitness industry, in gym, it's very important to stay in touch with your customer. Even if
Hmm.
there's a pandemic right now, don't let that touch or that communication with your customer go out. Stay in touch with them. Keep calling them. Keep giving them workouts. Things like that. It has to be you know okay, you have to keep up with them. So you have to see to it you always stay in touch with your customer. See, in gym sales, fitness sales, wellness sales, there are four things that we always say. One is your renewals, one is your
Hmm.
referrals, one is your reinstatements. Okay, and which was the fourth? Are renewals, referrals, reinstatements,
And the
and
new client
retentions and
retention. Yeah.
retentions. Okay,
Right.
these are the four things. So when you look at renewals, you have to see to it you keep renewing with your customers. See, what happens as a problem that I've seen over the years that has grown with gyms is, once a person makes a sale, you tend to forget him till his renewal comes in. Okay,
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
only go to the customer once the renewal is there. See, that is a wrong practice. I always used to. Okay, I think there is a comment now. The gyms can
Yeah.
remain
So
open with
yeah,
50%. That
Martin's one of my very close friends. He does the same thing, and he's also
okay.
worried about the same issues. So yeah, it's now
Well, well, we are all in this together, so don't worry. It should be done. Yes, even in Tamil Nadu and Chennai, we have it with 50% capacity only
50%.
going on.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I
So
mean, yeah, go ahead.
uh, as I was saying on renewing, referring. So people tend to only go back to a customer when the renewal time comes happens. See, that's a wrong
Hmm.
practice. You have to
Hmm.
stay in touch with the customer. Our success rate, especially when it came to renewals, were very high because we were always in touch with our customers on a
Right,
daily basis. If a
right.
customer was not coming in, I would call them. I'm like, sir, I haven't seen you. What's up? Is everything okay? Are you fine? That follow-up point was very important. And I
Hmm.
think that's
Hmm.
something we start lacking. We see once the sale has happened, okay, the sale has happened. Now we'll see this person the next time. You
पैसा आ
cannot
गया.
look at the,
हाँ, पैसा आ गया,
you
वैसे ही
can
रहने दो. हाँ.
you cannot keep going. This is not only for the gym industry, any service industry. Let it
Right.
be, any service industry. Even previously, when I was working with the residential in this thing, hostel, organized hostel industry, the same thing works with them. You have to keep in
Right.
touch. See, your customer, you have to keep remembering your customers. We used to convince our customers to renew before time. That is why we had a good success rate with them. What would
Right.
happen is you would not only renew with them, but you retain your customers. You would take care of both your 2 hours. So that was the
Hmm.
most important time. You would not lose into the competition. You would
Right.
not wait till the end. We would see to it. We convince them, yes, they are on board, and 99% our customers renewed before on time. Referrals is something which you, as a membership coordinator or a gym manager, need to work on. You have to constantly, from new members, previous members, see to it you keep getting referrals. When you show transformations, when you show success to a
Hmm.
client in terms
Hmm.
of weight loss, in terms of fitness goals, that is
Hmm.
the time you ask them, sir, I've shown you such amazing results. Start referring your friends. Trust me,
Right.
if you
Right.
are doing it right, they will refer people to you. They will give you numbers. They will bring in people to you. Those are the things that you have to capitalize on. Yeah, Gauri, you wanted
Right.
to say something.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, that's a phenomenal point that you're saying. I mean, it's like if you are good at what you do, and that's one of the reasons why people start off their own enterprise because they believe in what they do. But along the way they lose that connect with that one entity that is the most important is that customer because they've just signed up and they're looking at getting newer and bigger numbers. So I mean, I think you're right in that building of relationship is so important, and
See,
that's how you retain.
see, correct. See, understand. I always say this. I could be wrong, but still, I always say this. See, the gym industry is like a bar industry. I always say it's like a bar when a
Hmm.
person comes. When he comes, talks to you. I remember I used to get out of the front desk, and when a person is working out near the treadmill, go just stand, talk to him when he's on the cross trainer. I would build my relationships. There were so many times we've had conversations. People would come and talk to me.
Right.
People would love having me in most of the time in gyms because I used to see to it. I used to keep the atmosphere pepped up. The
Hmm.
music, I would
Hmm.
be so particular that we play what people enjoy. It's just not random
Right.
EDM or something you play.
Right.
You play music where they go, yes. And I remember when I had taken over the morning shift after a huge span of evening shift, and I came back
Hmm.
and I changed the music scenario, and people were like, when they were leaving the gym, they're like, bro, chief, we can see your back, and we can see the difference in the atmosphere. So keep it up. So those things always kept me up.
Absolutely.
This is how you manage gym. It's all based on how you're managing customers, your relationship with your customers. If you're gonna not maintain it, that's the failure you're gonna have.
Absolutely, absolutely, a completely really well made point. Now, using that same point, a bunch of managers and owners of gyms will probably be watching this, and I know I have a couple of them here already. What I really want to know, do you think that investing in a good sales force or a rep force that represents the gym, whether it's inside at the front desk versus outside at community where they're getting new customers to join in. Do you think that is something that managers or owners should really think about? Um,
Absolutely. See, you need to have, what I would like to say, a sales guy like a chameleon who can blend in anywhere and everywhere. You need
Absolutely.
to have somebody like that. You cannot, okay, as a gym owner, you can think, okay, I will manage the sale, I will do anything. If you're a person who comes with selling background, yes, then you can. But if you're
Right.
not, you should invest in a salesperson, because what will happen is he knows how to keep up the rapport. He's
Hmm.
responsible for number building. He's responsible for number crunching, bringing in the revenue for you people. It is
Right.
his job. If I, as a gym owner, would have to do it, yes, I would 100% keep somebody for the morning shift, for the evening shift. I would have
Hmm.
one person out there for marketing. But yes, for my in-house sales, it's very important. I would see to it, I would invest in somebody very, very good.
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
this is what gyms were doing when we were working in the fitness
Right.
industry. They
Right.
would 100% put in somebody amazing. They would
Hmm.
see to it, the best of the people were there, and that's how they were boosting sales, and that is
Hmm.
what was required. And having somebody to join in and handle your sales, take care of your sales numbers, very important. You need to have sharp sales guys, somebody who greets
Absolutely.
greets a person with a smile at the front desk. That is so important. When a
Absolutely.
customer is furious, when a customer has a problem, you need a smart person to handle it, calm your customer down, see to it you don't lose it, resolve the matter. You
Right.
need to
Right.
have good sales managers, good sales reps. That is very important, not only for fitness centers, for wellness centers, anywhere. Relationship building is the key. That is what is going to take you further. So that's
Absolutely.
my point.
Absolutely. And as a business owner myself, I know that's one of the key points that I feel is very, very important to invest in, is somebody who knows how to sell. I mean, no matter how much of and this goes for most business owners, and I think I can say that safely. Um, we've got a bunch of stuff to finish, bunch of things, deadlines to reach ourselves, fiscal turnouts that we have to show, finances that we have to show. At the end of the day, taking on that one major responsibility where some you can delegate it to somebody who's really good at it, and bringing that person on, I think makes your life 50% easier. Okay, and I completely agree with that. And that's one of the reasons why Fitness Performance India and Juvenile Wellbeing have tied up together, is because we're looking for that quality sale. We're not looking for a one-time sales shift and then, like, just move on to the next thing. It's customer building, customer relationship.
See, even when I said, okay, let us start Fitness Performance India, my whole
Hmm.
agenda was to bring back that element of customer service. See, that is
Absolutely. Yeah.
what was our success in those days.
Right.
Taking care of customers, following up with them. When a customer doesn't turn up, why didn't he turn up? Is there a problem? At times, the customer may not be ready to talk to a trainer, thinking the trainer may feel bad.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
have to blend in between talks of what happened. Is everything okay, ma'am? Is
Hmm.
everything fine? That experience. But in the end of the day, your business is only going to expand by numbers if your customers are happy,
Happy.
because this is a
Absolutely.
customer driven place. You can show results, you can show
Hmm.
everything, but at the end, if your customer is not happy, your customer is not satisfied, he's going to go elsewhere. And you have options today. You go outside every nook and corner, you have fitness centers, wellness centers, he has options. So in this
Right.
tight age of business, you have to actually think, okay, how do I keep, once a customer comes in, you should not lose him. See, this is where I have seen a lot of fitness centers have had that lose end. They've had so many customers come in. They've had great sales, but they've not been able to maintain it on the long run.
Right, right.
So it's like
Especially
that.
retain, it's that, again, the hours that come in, the retention, the referrals, talking to the relationship, the talking to the customer is extremely important. And you're right. And before, there's a bunch of people from the fitness industry who are joining, and I just want to make this point very, very clear. Okay. Pratik, you are not a trainer, right?
I'm not a trainer.
He is not a trainer, but he is good in his sales. And that is what really makes a big difference when you have that face behind, for the product. And that face can vouch for the product. So you can have an n number of the best trainers and things like that, but sometimes for one client the trainer might just not click. And you were right in saying that, like, some clients find it very difficult to talk and say, I don't want to talk to the trainer and tell him, like, I'm not comfortable or whatever it is. And they probably talk to somebody who's representing the brand or representing the gym. So the sales guys do the go-to person. So I completely agree on that. Tell
See,
me. I mean, I just, yeah, go ahead.
you look at any big firms, any let it be an FMCG firm or anything that is in the big leagues. Okay, maybe they're the number one or number two companies type, the Forbes best and things like that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Any of these companies have a sales force. They have a very big sales force.
Right.
Why? They know that they need a sales force. Sales and marketing are never kept together. They are always divided. There's a marketing team, there's a sales team, there's inside sales. There's so much. Sales is very important. You need to have good salespeople in any form of business.
I
At least
love this
one.
point. I love this point because one of the biggest things you've done right now is for those of who don't come from a business background, like me, understanding that marketing and sales are two different things. Sales is not the same as marketing. Okay,
See,
so when
marketing is
yeah,
when you enable the product to sell, when you create the hype, when you promote it, and X, Y, Z in simple terms. I would not try
right,
putting management jargons. But when it sales is the process of actually selling it yourself. This is what it is. Okay, you have to
and
have that
getting the
convincing.
money for it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, I can't market. There was a time where I kept telling myself I rather market than sell. But then I
Hmm.
realized in the wrong line, I'm a sales guy. I can only sell. So let it be anything. Even when there was this phase where I tried telling myself, let me get into marketing, though I like designing and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, heart to heart, I know I'm a sales guy. I can sell. I
Absolutely.
love talking. I can be on a flight or a bus journey and I would start the conversation with my next person sitting in and I would sign him up. I've done
Right,
that
right,
because
right. I know, I know. Absolutely, I can vouch for that. I mean, literally sitting next to anybody standing and standing at a tea stall, he can make that sale. And this is that distinction between sales and marketing. Marketing, like you said, is that hype where the manager or the owner can create that hype because you know why you've created that product or started that gym or why you want to make people in your community better and fitter and healthier. But that one guy or one girl that who comes in with that specific transaction that happens between the actual product and the money coming in, so that's the sale point, and that's where Pratik is hands down one of the best people that I know. So yeah. Okay,
decent
one
one.
question. Yeah, come on, modesty. um One simple, a simple question I think everybody always wants to know: who's been? Can you give a story, or do you have anybody who's been a really tough sell, or any kind of a personality or a company, or who's been a really tough sell? Say in whichever industry you've been in. Give us a
See,
story.
I won't say any sale has been a tough sale or something like that. Yeah, there have been near calls. I remember when I used to deal with the online companies where our revenue margins used to go into, few crores and things like that
Hmm.
to pull in revenue for them. So I remember when I would crack those sales, I would be the happiest, though that money never came to me. It went to the company. I wish it would have come to me today. But still, that satisfaction that I brought in that figure was the
Right,
high for me. It was the
right.
happiness for me. But you always have bottlenecks in sales where one day
Hmm.
you think this is not going to work out, but then it clicks. So you learn with every trick. You learn to handle. There are good days, there are bad days. There are
Hmm.
days when you're calling people and then they're like, no, no, no. But then they start calling you back and things start falling into place. You have to keep pushing towards it. It's like weight loss only. You have to keep trying, keep trying, keep trying, keep putting focus till you start seeing results. So you have to
Sustainability.
you have to say sustainable,
Yeah,
that's how it has
it's.
been. And I've had some fun times in fitness industry though, because I was a kid when I went in there. I was a
Mhm.
17-year-old and I used to
I met you. I know. I've met you then. The first time Pratik walked into the
and
thing, this
and
guy
every
shooting off, and everybody was like, "Huh? What is this guy gonna do? He's a kid!" And
he's a
wow.
kid and I was a plum kid. I was a plum kid and everybody like, how is this guy gonna sell fitness? And I remember when I came to the place where Gauri was working,
Hmm.
I was literally poached from the other company and brought in. No, we need
Absolutely,
this guy. We need this guy. I remember
absolutely.
sitting with the directors and everybody, and when they started questioning me, and when I turned the table around, started questioning them, they're like, "Listen, this interview is for you to answer, not for us to answer. Don't turn the tables on us." Okay,
But
so
a lot, but that's a lot of people don't understand that. I mean, that's what the owners have to understand. It's a proactive process. If you want the numbers, you got to work with the guys who are going to deliver those numbers.
these stories are very much there in the book that I've written. It's not yet published. Someday it should. Days
Oh,
of the
I've
Gym.
read the book. You okay? I think I'm going to just start giving out excerpts of those book on my handle, like
Too early. I
chapter
still have
wise.
work on. I still have work on that book.
All right.
But
So tell me,
it's
tell
been
me. I mean, out of all the customers that all the sales that you've done over the years, has
the
there been
toughest.
one? Yeah, has there been a tough
See,
sale?
I
And
won't say
what tell
toughest,
us
but
what the
when
toughness was?
see, I remember when I came to the gym where you were there. So that was more of a takeover types where we had the
Mm-hmm,
merger and things like that.
mm-hmm,
And I was
mm-hmm,
basically brought in to do the ice breaking with the customers. And your
mm-hmm,
customers were pretty much, settled, and they had a
mm-hmm.
very different method of, doing things. They were
Right.
conditioned in a different manner and we had to
Mm-hmm,
change them. So I remember when I took over, and there were so many procedures. They had to come sign in their name, membership number, which was not being practiced. And then we had to start that culture. I would get calls from the corporate office, and nobody was being able to do that. But it took us at least a month. And that was a
mm-hmm.
tough part. I remember meeting a lot of customers there who were so resistant that why are these guys here? We don't like them.
Right.
And,
Right.
but we were able to break in. I remember after 30 odd days, they all started treating me in a very different manner. They actually accepted, okay, this guy is here, he's fun, though he comes with some conditions, but this guy is still fun. He still
Mm-hmm,
gives a different atmosphere to the fitness center, things like that. So I think I did enjoy it, but yes, there were a lot of challenges there. Tough times, but I think
mm-hmm.
tough times come to tough people, as I like to say always.
And the tougher it is, it makes you stronger, right?
Absolutely.
And now that you're a part of the fitness, the actual energized exercising of it, you know how that it's all about consistency. It's all about making sure the day in day out, of how you treat the client. And finally, it's all about the service that you're providing. If you back that service with a good face and that follow up, like you said, that is so important. All right, so I'm going to come to my final question. Knowing, you've talked about difference between marketing and sales. You've talked about, how owners and managers should invest a little bit extra in that one go-to person for the thing. In this COVID time, what do you think is the shift? What do you think should be the shift for gyms, gyms, small establishments who are trying to make that connect with their clients, but haven't been able to, bring them to the physical location. And now because of the lockdowns and 50% capacities or closing of gyms, how do you think they should, what is the next step forward for these people? How do you think
See,
they should handle it?
See, at the moment, as I said, you can't give up so easily. You really don't know how the next few months are going to turn up. Things can just go back to normal. See, there were in 2000, 2020, this just suddenly came, and there's a big chance that suddenly goes, though that's not going to happen, but still, let's hope for the best. But what I'm trying to tell gym owners and any gym operators here is don't lose your connection with your customers at any point. How many
Right.
ever customers you have, be in touch with them. I told this previously also, that is very important. Call them, talk to them. If required, give them their workouts, their tips and everything.
Right.
Let them work out from where they're at home. Try to do video, try to do online training, whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
don't lose that touch with them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give in,
Mm-hmm.
because things will come back to normal. Let's hope for the best. And you want these customers to come back to you, walk into the gym
Right.
where everything is all right. So don't lose that focus. Keep in touch with them. See to it. You can still try building online business because everything is going online. We're also trying to
Mm-hmm.
do that.
Right.
So there is 100% a chance for everything to fall back to normal. So don't lose that connection with the customers. You
Mm-hmm.
need to have, your connection with these customers. And yes, when things open up or, the capacity increases, take all the precautions. See to it you have all the precautions in place because it's very important you guys take care of yourselves as well as your customers. So that is what I would tell the gym owners in
That
a
is
very small
fantastic.
nutshell.
That is fantastic. And I'm going to add to what you've just said. And I'm like, please follow government protocol. What are the government guidelines are? Once, while we are not in the gym, yes, like Pratik said, let's do things that are great for the client. Let's stay and connect with the client and be use the online platform. Keep up with be in touch with them just about every day, or as per their requirements. Understand their requirements at that time. I think that is very, very important. But once we open up again, please follow safety protocol as per government guidelines. We don't want to be caught, in doing the wrong things. And like again, like Pratik said, your entire thing depends on you. Your business depends on you as a trainer. You're the point who's going to transform these people or get them to better health. Your health is important. So taking care
Absolutely.
of yourself is so, so important. So for all the trainers out there, please take care of yourselves first too. Yeah.
So,
All
Gauri,
right.
what's going to be your punchline? Or was
Pratik,
that your
today is
punchline?
turn the table. So it has to be your punchline today. It's got to be you.
Well, since we are talking on gym businesses, I would just say one thing to every fitness expert out there and everything. Guys, be realistic on your goals that you set for your clients. Give them realistic training and don't give hopes that can't be achieved. Don't show dreams that can't be achieved. Be very realistic with your clients. Be honest with them because in the end, that is what will work. And at the name of fitness, don't have wrong practices and things like that. Don't, as I've been talking about today about quick fixes don't
Right.
work. They come to bite you at the backside again at the end of the day. So that's what I'm going
Absolutely.
to say. Don't
Uh,
you try quick fixes. They don't last, especially for weight loss. There's no shortcut. There are no quick fixes. You need to put in the effort. You need to be determined. So that is going to be my punchline. Be determined, be honest. You will see results. Quick fixes don't work.
Absolutely, very well put. And I think that is the message to take across. Don't use shortcuts. It's there's no point in it. My punchline for today is going to be very simple. It's consistency. Everything we do has to have consistency in it if you want to see a good result at the end of that, journey. And remember, the fitness journey never ends. So as gym owners, as personal trainers, as even as a dietitian, I know there are people out there who depend on me whenever it is. I've had clients come back to me after years just to ask me one, two, couple of questions. Gauri, I had a doubt about this, and that kind of thing. It's all about you showing consistency to your client and you having faith in that things will work out. It will work out. We all want success, but it's all steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. Yeah. So,
Absolutely, well said. So
so
this has been
that's
a fun session. We would be, I think, in the future talking a little more. I'm going to have a few more guests.
mhm,
My guest line is going to change. The focus is not going to be only on Gauri and Dr.
absolutely.
Mukherjee. I'm going to
Oh,
start having a little more few people. So you're going to have, I'm going to
mhm,
try my level best with these talks where I can bring in genuine and good fitness people out here
mhm,
who can
mhm.
start communicating how they are, what they are, how they're trying to make a difference. So the whole reason for me to go live is to show people the difference and the genuine people out there. So
Right.
this is going to be a platform for them. So hopefully this works and it does well.
So,
So, anyways,
just to add to that, Pratik has an entire lineup for this coming week. So please be on and
oh
watch our
yes,
lives. Watch all these lives that he's going to be on with different people and from different genre of fitness. It's amazing, and I know some of these people really good, fantastic results, really genuinely trying to change people's lives. Yeah. Thank you so much, Pratik.
thank you so much, guys. This is Gauri and Hustling Muscles signing off. Thanks so much for your time, Gauri. Guys, stay
Thank
safe,
you.
stay at home. Bye.
Bye.